Have you ever looked around and wondered why some people seem unbreakable, like no insult, no betrayal, no failure can touch them, while you, no matter how hard you try, still feel every hit, every rejection, every loss? Let me tell you something most people don't realize. Mental toughness isn't something you're born with, it's forged. In pain, in silence, in the fire of disappointment. Niccolo Machiavelli understood that better than anyone. He believed the world doesn't reward the kind-hearted, it rewards the clever, the disciplined, the calculated. So if you want to rise above the chaos of fake smiles, betrayals, and emotional games, you need to become ruthless in your mind. But don't get it wrong. Ruthless doesn't mean cruel. It means having the strength to protect your peace, to say no when everyone expects you to say yes, and to stay calm when the world tries to break you. And that's exactly what these 7 ruthless lessons from Machiavelli will teach you. By the end of this video, you'll see the world and yourself in a way you never have before. Lesson 1. The world respects power, not pain. There was once a young man, kind, honest, always helping everyone. He believed that if he was good to people, they'd be good to him. But one day, when he needed them most, no one showed up. That's when he realized the first harsh truth. The world doesn't care about your pain. It only responds to your power. Machiavelli said, "It is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both." And that isn't about spreading fear. It's about commanding respect. You can cry, complain, and hope someone notices your struggle. Or you can stand tall, wipe your tears, and show results so undeniable that people can't ignore you. The world doesn't give sympathy. It gives space to those who demand it through strength. So the next time someone disrespects you, don't argue, don't explain, win in silence. Because silence backed by strength is louder than any words. Lesson 2. Never reveal the depth of your emotions. You ever notice how people use your emotions against you? You care too much, you get hurt. You love too deeply, they leave. You trust too quickly, they lie. Machiavelli believed that the one who controls emotion controls the game. He said, "Men judge more by the eye than by the hand," meaning people care about what they see, not what's inside. So when you master your facial expressions, your tone, your reactions, you gain control of the battlefield. Because every emotional outburst gives away information, and information is leverage. Imagine walking into a room full of people who once doubted you, but now you've leveled up silently. You say nothing. You just stand there, confident, composed. That quiet energy, that's power. People can't attack what they can't read. Remember this: control your emotions, or someone else will. Lesson 3. Adaptation is the ultimate weapon. There's an old story from Florence where Machiavelli lived. A powerful family ruled the city for decades, until one day they fell. Why? Because they refused to adapt. They kept using old strategies in a new world. In today's world, this lesson is more alive than ever. The algorithms change, markets shift, trends die, and most people panic. But the ones who adapt fast, they win. Machiavelli wrote, "Whosoever desires constant success must change his conduct with the times." Think about that. Every time life changes, you have 2 choices: resist or reinvent. The ruthless choose to reinvent. They don't cry about the past, they pivot. So stop wishing things were like before. The world owes you nothing. Every era creates new winners and new victims. Which one you become depends on how fast you evolve. If you want to be mentally untouchable, train your mind to expect change and move before anyone else does. Lesson 4. Everyone wears a mask. Believe patterns, not promises. There's a brutal truth Machiavelli saw centuries ago. People rarely act from honesty. They act from interest. They'll promise loyalty today and betray you tomorrow when the wind changes. Sounds dark, right? But understanding this isn't pessimism, it's power. He wrote, "Men are ungrateful, fickle, false, cowardly, and covetous." Harsh words, but real ones. The more you expect purity from human nature, the more you'll get disappointed. So stop judging people by their words. Judge them by their patterns. What do they do when you're not useful to them? How do they act when you're not watching? That's their truth. Let me give you an example. There was once a loyal advisor to a prince, trusted, loved, praised. But when the kingdom fell, that same advisor switched sides overnight. Machiavelli saw it happen. That's when he realized loyalty is not a promise. It's a transaction. The lesson: be good, but not blind. Help people, but protect yourself, because trust is powerful and dangerous when given to the wrong hands. Now let me ask you something real. How many times have you been betrayed by someone you thought would never hurt you? How many times have you broken your own boundaries just to keep someone else happy? That's why Machiavelli's lessons matter. They wake you up. They remind you that in this world, you either learn how to think strategically or you get played emotionally. So, if you're still watching right now, I want you to pause for a second, because that tells me you're not like everyone else. else. You're hungry. You're tired of being the one who gives too much, cares too much, feels too much. You're ready to take control back. But we're only halfway there, because the next 3 lessons, they go deeper. These next ones will completely change the way you see people, power, and even yourself. And trust me, the last lesson will hit you harder than anything you've heard today. Stay with me, because what's coming next might just shift your entire mindset forever. Lesson 5. Power is perception. In the game of life, perception is your armor. Machiavelli understood that long before social media existed, people don't follow truth, they follow confidence. He wrote, "A prince must appear merciful, faithful, humane, and religious, but be ready to act otherwise when necessary." That means this: how people see you matters more than who you really are. It sounds manipulative, but it's survival. Think about it. The confident guy who walks into a room isn't always the most skilled. He's just the one who looks certain. The quiet girl who never overshares. People assume she's mysterious, intelligent, powerful. That's perception. The problem is, most people spend their life explaining themselves instead of building themselves. Machiavelli's wisdom teaches you this: stop trying to convince others you're good enough. Make them feel it. Power isn't about money or followers. It's about energy, how you carry yourself, how you speak, how little you need from anyone. Once people realize they can't emotionally control you, they start respecting you differently. Lesson 6. Isolation creates power, not loneliness. Here's a hard truth most people run from. You can't build a strong mind surrounded by noise. You can't evolve when you're always available. Machiavelli said that the greatest leaders spent long periods in solitude, not because they hated people, but because they needed clarity. So if life has pushed you into isolation, you stop needing validation, and that's when you become mentally untouchable. Lesson 7. Demand respect through action, not words. This final lesson is the crown of them all. Machiavelli believed that people should either be crushed or won over, but never ignored. Translated to modern life, it means never live halfway. If you want respect, stop asking for it. Don't announce your plans. Don't explain your worth. Show results. Every time you chase respect through talking, you lower your power. But every time you deliver silently, through effort, through consistency, through discipline, people start to feel your presence without you even speaking. That's when you cross the line from ordinary to untouchable. Think about it. Lions don't roar to prove they're lions, they just walk and the jungle moves. That's the energy you need to build. Don't prove, perform. And now, let me be brutally honest with you. You can watch 1,000 videos, read 100 quotes, but nothing changes until you decide to stop being soft with yourself. These lessons won't mean anything if you keep waiting for life to get easier. Machiavelli didn't write for the comfortable. He wrote for the warriors of the mind, for those who can see the world's darkness and still choose to rise. So if something inside you stirred while listening to this, if you felt that burn in your chest, that whisper saying, "I'm done being weak," that's not random. That's your next chapter calling. And before you scroll away, remember this. This channel isn't just content. It's a movement for those who refuse to be broken. So hit that like button, not for me, but as a promise to yourself that from this moment on, you'll stop waiting and start becoming. Subscribe if you're ready to rise above average. And comment which lesson hit your soul the hardest, because your words might be the wake-up call someone else needs tonight. Be ruthless with your growth. Be untouchable in your mind, because in a world built to break you, the only real rebellion is becoming unbreakable.